Hello,
bestie.
And welcome back to So Rude.
We are back.
It feels good.
It feels good to be back.
A solid return with the Sebb Argo.
And Dion Yorkie, everyone.
Pew, pew, pew.
How
That's
you
the name.
doing?
I'm feeling just like my name, Double Delicious.
What do you think? Is it very centered in our crotches or is it good?
I think we're going to say it's good because who doesn't love a good crotch shot?
Okay, y'all are getting the crotch shot today. I am feeling good as well.
Okay.
So it has been a while since we've been on set.
Right.
Feeling so rude.
Feels good. We went on a little vacay, which we'll get into.
Which you guys didn't notice because we
pre-filmed.
kept up.
Look at that.
We kept the episodes up weekly on the set.
Yeah, we did. For the
Cheers
first
to
time
that.
ever. For the first time in forever, we did not skip a week.
Ding, ding, ding.
Season 5 is
or 3 weeks
undisputed.
actually. Undisputed. You heard it here first.
Oh, that tastes good. That tastes dynamically delicious.
Mm.
Oh, it's been a really, really good reset for us. I think we definitely needed a little bit of a break.
Absolutely.
We're back with a bang with lots to talk about.
Yeah, so where do we begin?
I guess we should begin with the trip.
With the trip. Okay.
So if we're beginning with the trip, it was trepidatious.
Trepidatious. We went to Orlando.
Florida.
Florida.
It's one hell of a good time.
It truly is one hell of a drug.
Honestly, we had to show our friends that it was such a drug. We brought friends who had never been before.
I know.
Broke their Florida cherry, so to speak.
We did break their Florida cherries. So I was like, literally, because our friend was coming over and he had never been to like Florida at all. So I was trying to get the vibes, what they were looking for. And then his boyfriend was like, oh, like, I'm really into
it.
Our cat is going crazy, yo.
She's having a good time.
They were talking about how they really wanted to see the parks and everything. So I was like, say no more. I have the perfect itinerary planned for the next 4 days.
Oh, Film Latte for the Latte Cam. If you're watching on patreon.com, we've been doing kind of exclusive mukbangs and all kinds of exclusive content you can only see over there. And it's a good time. So if you want to check that out, go to patreon.com/Sebastian. That's where you can see all full video and audio episodes from all 5 seasons. And please do give us 5 stars wherever you listen to podcasts because it means a lot.
Go check it out.
Ayo.
Yeah, so I was like, I made this whole itinerary, like, because when we go to Florida, we always like hit the parks because we have the annual passes. So like we're like, oh yeah, let's do it. We're regulars.
We had a really nice. First, we started off with a drinking around the world.
Yeah, well, that was with my uncle, my aunt.
That was like the day we got there.
Yeah, was it the day after we got there?
Yeah, second day.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that whole week. Oh my god, y'all. We get there.
Let's just say I did not survive drinking around the world. I gave up.
Yeah, we got there the next day. My parents and my aunt and my uncle are like, oh, let's go drinking around the world. Honey, we drank around the world.
I did not. I had one wine, and I'm kind of like in my no drinking era. So after having a wine or two, I was like, you know what, that's it for me.
I'll sit and watch.
But you powered through.
Yeah, I was impressed. So we started with the margaritas in Mexico. Those are delicious as always.
I did have one of those, and they put it in like the glass, like the very like Beauty and the Beast vibes.
Yeah,
so
Dion
cute.
didn't see the prices before we ordered.
Dear God, $35 for one margarita.
A sensible spicy margarita that was like what? $12, I think, 14 max.
Yeah, and I was like,
and Dion was like, oh, I'll get the rose one. And I was like, go for it, honey.
Well, because your mom said she liked that one. So I didn't think that your mom, I should have in hindsight known that your mom was going to go for the most expensive one.
My mom is a fancy queen, so.
I should have known. But it was delicious, and would I say it's worth the $35? No.
Because it was smaller than mine. And like, I feel like the prize you get is because when they're making it, they put like a little rose inside. And
yeah, it's a show.
Fire.
But like when you've ordered 3 of them for 3 different people in your party, you don't need the show 3 times.
Yeah.
And it's like, could I go back and wish we didn't spend over $200 on like 4 margaritas? Yeah.
Because yours was like half the size of mine.
Crazy.
And
absolutely
I don't know
crazy.
if it was good or not.
We did the calculations because like we went back a few days later and we had our little date around the world where we did just food.
Yeah, we did eating around
the
world.
And we realized that it's more expensive to drink around the world than it is to eat around the world.
Well, yeah, I feel like that's
giving Canadian inflation.
Well, because it's like alcohol, no?
I guess, but like to me, alcohol is never going to be more satisfying than food. So food should be more expensive.
Me too, honey, trust.
Because like we're a hoe for $1 shop.
Yeah, like I like cheap drinks.
Yeah,
that's who I am.
Cheap drinks and cheap twinks.
But then after we got the margaritas, yeah, we just kept powering through.
We hit.
Oh, I have a beef to eat.
Okay.
With the
What's the
China pavilion.
Is it like string beef? Are we talking chewy pulled? What are we talking?
No, was it? No, it was in Germany. In the German pavilion.
Beef.
Which one is the one that we got the flight?
The Vikings moment?
The Japan pavilion.
Oh, okay. So we go up to this lady.
Yeah.
She's lit. She's showing off her little flight in TikTok. She's like, oh my God. And we're like, oh my God, are those good? And she's like, yeah, and really, really strong.
I'm like,
she was tricking the gays.
Like, excuse me, where did you get it? She's like, oh, over there. And she's like, yeah, they're so strong.
And they were multicolored. They looked fascinating.
Yeah, it was like a little tray with like 4 or 3 drinks.
Un vuelo.
Yeah, a flight.
Sí.
And I'm like, oh my God. I tell my mom and my aunt, I'm like, we need to get this one. This is a drink you have to get if you come to Epcot Center.
Seb hyped it up. And like they have in that Japan one, the yummy plum wine. And instead of getting the plum wine, we went for this shit.
Yeah. And we get it. And it literally tasted like water. There was no alcohol. It was just juice.
It wasn't my coconuts.
I was like, we got scammed because it was also like $30-something. So we like split one into 3 people. And it had no alcohol at all. It was not strong. It didn't make me like nothing.
But that's the tea. That's the trick of it all, because we did that when we did the eating around the world too. We realized that if we split things at each place, you don't know. Not only do you not spend as much, but your tummy lasts longer. Because like with drinking around the world, I was surprised that you weren't peeing every 5 seconds.
Yeah, well, my parents were.
But I don't think you peed that much.
I don't pee that much unless it's like...
Are you one of those, I can't break the seal girlies?
Yeah.
You are, aren't you?
Well, yeah. No, I feel like I only pee a lot if I'm like if I feel like if we're getting on an Uber on the way to go to the place, I'll pee before that. And then I'll pee... Yeah, I pee like a few times, but not like a lot.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, like I'm not that way. Well, I remember when I first started drinking, I was very like, oh, don't break the seal, because that was like the cool thing to do. But then probably when I hit like 23, I was like, no, baby, I need to piss. Also, nothing feels as good as that first drunk pee.
Yeah, you're sitting down until you're like,
and you're like, oh, I'm drunk.
Ooh, that tinkles.
It's like the moment you realize you're tipsy.
Yeah, you're like, wow, I love being drunk. This is the best feeling in the world. And then the next morning arrives and you're like, oh. Fuck.
Well, what have I done?
I'm never drinking again.
But it was good. I think everyone did great. Nobody had a hangover the next day, so that's a win.
Yeah.
That's a solid.
And then we tried these delicious little taquitos or something.
Oh
at the
my
end of the
God.
night. And I was like, we have to go back and eat those again.
And I missed those because Seb brought me back for our eating around the world date and was like, you have to try these. And it was life-changing.
They were. Like, if y'all are going to Epcot Center, Mexican Pavilion, right before you enter, there's like a little food stand with margaritas. Get the tostadas.
And I got the virgin margarita there. That was really good.
Yeah, that was good as well. Tostadas and the virgin margarita.
We love a pulled pollo. You can pull my pollo any day.
She's been studying Spanish.
Sí, estoy fluido ahora, güey.
Did you understand? Did you feel like you were understanding more of what my parents would talk
sí,
about? My uncle
por supuesto, claro que sí. Fue muy emocional en muchos momentos porque, fue entiendo mucho que antes en otra viajes con tu familia.
Wow, 10 out of 10. If you didn't understand that, then learn Spanish.
Basically, I'm saying that like I really just like have come to a point where I can understand most things that you're saying with your family, and that is very rewarding and emotional for me.
So I love
fun. It's also really cute because I get to be more present in the moment with your family, which is nice because I love them.
Yeah, it was nice being all together.
Yeah, together,
everyone.
But after our, few blips of the parks, we had a little flight to Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
We've never been.
We Yeah, I literally wasn't sure what to expect.
We popped that cherry together.
Because also people were saying like, where is Virginia? Is it south, north? Because we got
Virginia
to Virginia
is north the south.
northern south.
Yes, northern southern hemisphere.
Yeah, we had an event to attend, and I've never been to Virginia, and I was like, we get there, I'm like, wait, this is actually really cute. This is real cute.
Well, first, like the area we were staying in had a delicious fish restaurant. I had the best, one of the best salmons I've ever had in my life.
It was so fresh.
It was on this like, almost like a ricotta. Is that what it's called?
Ricotta?
It was like
risotto.
a risotto. It was like a pasta rice.
Yeah, it was more like orzo, I think.
Orzo.
Risotto.
Very, very good. I give it a 10 out of 10. How was your lobster? Well, you had that weird crab cake.
Yeah, so I got a lobster tail with crab cakes, and I was like, I've never had a crab cake before, but I was picturing the Red Lobster biscuit.
Never have expectations.
Yeah, like, but see, I'm a cheap queen. I was picturing the Red Lobster biscuit.
Yeah, like that box shit we get from
free.
Costco.
But instead, I got like, it was the lobster tail that was delicious, but the crab cakes tasted like microwave fish or something in bread. I was like, not having it. I thought it was gonna be good.
The latte cam is eating today. Y'all are getting fed on Patreon.
I thought it would be good, but it was just so fishy and like, she's just thinking about it right now.
Like the sound of a crab cake is not for me.
Well, not crab
It's
cake.
not a bit of me.
Well, not anymore for me, but back then.
You know, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some imitation crab from a sushi store. I'm going to plop that on top of a Red Lobster biscuit for you, and I'm going to give you your fantasy.
No, I think I'm good just with the bread, honestly.
Well, fuck my drag.
But before we went to that restaurant, we're getting out of the hotel, and I'm like trying to find like, because whenever we go places, I'm like, I want to ask what's around, what they recommend to see like where to walk to, no?
Shout out to Cynthia.
So,
she was great. She recommended all the spots.
oh, that was her name?
Yep.
Yeah, this queen, she's working at the valet parking, and I'm like, hey, queen, where do you recommend we walk towards? Like, where's like little shops, little places to eat or something? And she goes, well, judging by your jackets,
and this is not the last time the jacket gets some comments.
And she's like, I don't want to, what? I don't want to assume, but judging by this jacket.
But she goes, I don't want to assume, but I'm going to assume.
Judging by your jacket you're wearing, I would point you to Poppy's. You know, you see that rainbow place over there?
The rainbow lights.
That's where you want to go.
And Poppy's is like decked down with thousands of drag queen pictures on each wall, like RuPaul. And
a gay
it's
club.
just like, yeah, giving gay tourist trap we love.
Cynthia, you know me so well. And then she turns to my dad and she's like,
for you, who I'm assuming is straight, you're going to want to go to the cigar bar.
Well, she just said, for you, you're going to want to go to the cigar bar.
Yeah, but we don't really know what she was saying.
But yeah, and I was like, oh my God, we were cackling. But then she told us about that fish place. But my jackets.
The jacket. So we cut to, we want to go explore Richmond some more. We grab some electric scooters and we mosey our way down to Carey Street. Now, if you don't know Carey Street in Richmond, it's this very delectable row where they have vintage
it's like where
stores.
everything was there.
Yeah, tea stores, chocolate stores, like anything you want. It's Carey Street.
And it was cold, so I put on the jacket again. So this jacket is like, picture the most fabulous jacket you've ever pictured in your life. Of course, it's cheetah print.
Crop cheetah. Fur. Like not like the typical long one you'd imagine.
No, it's crop
waist,
which makes
it
waist.
Just that much more iconic.
It just makes it like 90s iconic vibes.
Right, yeah.
2000s.
I am still, so last time we recorded, I was sick. And then we went away, and I was not sick for the whole trip. And then, of course, we get back 2 days ago, and I get sick again. So I'm going to need to go off camera and blow my nose real quick. You keep telling your story.
Anyways, this jacket, iconic. And I did get it from Zara, but you might still be able to find it, honestly. You probably can hear Dion's buggers right now. I'm kidding. But anyways, I was wearing this jacket because it was kind of cold. So we're just scootering around Richmond, Virginia, trying to get to the street. But it was kind of far from our hotel.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a trek, let's just say.
Because we rented the little scooters with our phone and everything was going great.
And these are the scooters where like every day when the battery dies, there's a maintenance guy who has to come and he has to physically replace this giant battery and put a new one.
I thought
It's not like solar powered, which is what I thought.
they were solar powered.
No, they're not. So you think that when they're replacing the battery, they would also check the tires?
Yeah, that's true.
You would think. But no, every single scooter had a flat tire.
Because was it yours? Okay, so yours died first, right? No, mine died first.
Yeah, yours died. The good one. The first two we had no flat tire.
No, the first ones were great. And then we are like 20 minutes in the road and we're like still on the highway. Not the highway, but the road, like with our little scooter, like, and then mine starts slowing down and it dies. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, pull out my phone. I'm like, okay, let me find another one that we can rent. It's like 5 minutes up the road. So I hop on Dion's. And both of us,
which we learned in our
squished.
honeymoon, that like when you go on two scooters, it can be a little bit treacherous.
There's no room for us. Like I feel like it looks romantic when it's like a couple that is like
holding on to the waist.
One of them is like tinier,
cutesy.
but like both of us, like I feel like we have bigger feet.
We're not the tiniest of humans,
so they don't fit in the scooters.
And it was cute. It was a moment. We find another one. Seb gets on it. Then mine dies while his has a flat tire. So then he's like, hop on mine. Then when I hop on his, I realize, oh girl, like your tire is super flat.
I was like, this kind of sounds weird. No,
we were
your tire is flat.
Destroying that thing.
Yeah.
So we are not liable. We are not guilty of ruining those bikes.
Lime, you have to check your
scooters.
No,
I wasn't gonna say what brand we use.
Oh,
it's okay. I'm sure it's fine.
But they kind of go with our sober theme.
God.
They should sponsor us.
Fully.
We love Lime.
Heard.
But
we, after hopping on about 5 different bikes,
yeah, we switched 5 times.
We get to Carey Street, and we just have to give a moment to, I think it was called like Sugar and Spice or something, Spice and Herbs. It was a tea store.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
They let you like go in and smell every tea.
We walk in and like they have teas everywhere, and we're like, okay, let's just get an iced tea because we're fucking hot. Because it went from cold to hot after all this.
We also packed for cold when it was hot.
Yeah,
all our suitcase was like long sleeves.
Yeah, because I was expecting northern like.
Yeah, I was
winter
thinking like New York snow. That's not what we got.
But we enter this tea place. We're heading to order the tea, and this girl goes, wait, have you been here before? And we're like, no.
Do we look like we're from here?
And she's like, okay, let me explain real quick. Make sure you smell all the teas around. I'm like, here I go. It's a little
the sales pitch that like it's gonna make me want to leave the store.
But then she's like, smell every tea. You can get any tea that you want. And I'm like, oh, wait, what? We can smell all of these?
And smell we did.
And we did smell them all.
I think we ended up with like a peach tea.
Yeah, we went for the basics, but it was really good. It
was very good.
And we got spices as well.
We literally went back the next day and got a blueberry tea, which was
and then
amazing.
Next day the girl's like, wait, have you guys been here before? The same girl. And we're like,
you saw us yesterday, girl.
We were here yesterday, honey.
But she ended up being nice. I showed her like my tattoo of like my little spirit and everything. We go into another store and this lady's like, oh my God, how do I not know you two fabulous people?
Because she was like, I love your jacket. Okay, yeah, because everyone was saying, love your jacket. Love your jacket. Ooh, their jacket is cute.
One person on the scooters actually not stopped you. He was screaming from a parking lot and he was like, ooh, are you a pimp?
Yeah, that's a pimp jacket.
And
that's a
we
pimp
just started
jacket.
cackling. We're like, everyone is obsessed with Seb's jacket. We go into that one store and the girl's like, wait, so you guys clearly aren't from here. Where are you from? So we get to talking. Toronto. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah.
She's like, why don't I know you? But she had a southern accent, which is like, what?
Well, a lot of people did.
Yeah, it was.
Because it's the South.
So confused.
Keep up. It's north-south.
Yeah, but I was still... I'm telling the people I was confused.
Why?
I thought Richmond was the north.
The north-south.
I guess so.
I think you're correct in that matter.
Anyways.
And then, so another lady turns to us and she goes, oh, no way, you're from Toronto. I'm going to the Eras tour there with my daughter. It's my 50th. It's my daughter's 25th birthday and we're going. We have our flights booked. We have our hotel booked, but we don't have the tickets yet. And we're like, same sister.
I was like, well, we have tickets
literally
for that. Well, not really.
Well, no. But like we intend on getting tickets. Yeah, so we technically don't have tickets yet. Because in our mind we're getting front row, which we don't have tickets for.
Yeah, exactly.
But we do have tickets for the bleachers.
In my mind,
nosebleeds.
We're getting front row for the opening night of Toronto.
And I think it's gonna happen.
I think so.
We're not gonna tell you guys our secret because we don't want anyone to steal our idea.
Yeah, and we were gonna go in Miami.
No. That's what I'm saying. Don't say that.
Yeah, I'm just saying
But don't say it.
No, we were gonna.
No,
go
it's
in,
a secret.
Yeah, no, we were gonna go in Miami because we were right there when she was there.
But we observed something.
But then someone got bunions and we couldn't walk for 3 days. So
Well, actually, I told you I was willing to go, and you were like, "No, we'll wait till the next night."
It's a joke, Dion. I didn't say it so people wouldn't know why I'm not saying it.
Okay, well, that's why I
Jesus
didn't bring it up
Christ.
in the first place, and you had to bring up my bunions.
Well,
So now that
it's
we're on
the
my
truth.
bunions, eat it.
Yeah, so all those times that I was calling Dion out for his ugly feet, turns out they weren't ugly. He just had bunions.
Yeah, it's a medical
He's
thing.
in recovery.
I'm working on it, but turns out that my joints were swollen.
But are bunions British? I feel like
Girl.
bunions must be a British thing.
I'm going to fight this
No.
gay.
Oh, BFS. British foot syndrome. Bunion foot syndrome.
Bunions. A lot of bunions.
Bunions.
The bunions are now my besties. No, I've currently worked on the bunions.
It looks
they don't
way
hurt anymore.
better. Like, it looked like you were like...
It looked like I had a
Shrek.
snowball at the base of my foot. The base of my big toe.
Yeah.
The base of my big toe was giving the substance.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. You were abusing the substance.
Like, you know how it starts with her finger? Bitch, it started
That
with
was
my
your
toe. Yeah. And guess who the other half of my substance is? Mistress Isabel.
Oh, she's so cute. We miss your mistress.
Honestly, girl, come through. I thought we were going to take you off of the back
No.
after Halloween passed.
Because it's not a Halloween thing. We can get her
I think she needs
a Santa hat.
she needs to go with the times.
A Santa hat.
A Santa hat, and then in January, like to Easter, maybe like a bunny ears.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out, girly.
Okay.
And like also we could remove the spiders
Do you
and
think
change
they
them
come
for
off?
like little elves.
Oh, maybe bejewels.
Oh yeah, that'd be cute for the Eras tour.
Okay.
Speaking of the Eras tour, we're going in like 10 days.
Oh, they do come out.
Oop. Mistress is pissed that you just did that.
Yeah. So
She said, "Leave my spiders alone."
I did realize today. So if we are getting tickets for the opening night of Toronto, it's the 14th. We have 10 days to figure out our outfits for the Eras tour. That's
Which, like,
it.
I already know.
What are we doing? Like Torture Poets vibes?
Like, I'm going slutty vibes because it gets so fucking hot after those 3 hours.
Yeah,
I know last time our outfit was way too fucking hot.
Yeah, but last time we
And I
were
would
in
not do that
Tampa in summer. This time it's Toronto in November.
But it's indoors.
Yeah, but afterwards you're just gonna walk naked to the car like you did in Tampa. Oh.
Well, no, we can aren't we starting the party at our friend's place?
Yeah. So
So-
it's not that far.
So we can just leave our jackets there.
True.
But T, like, I'm thinking maybe Torture Poets slutty. So like
you know what?
maybe like a mummy vibes.
Mummy?
Yeah, like white for Torture Poets and
But
like
mummy.
mummy.
Did you see that one TikTok of the guy dressed as a mummy?
I did. And I think it looks pretty hot.
Yeah, I was like, oh, next year maybe.
Yeah.
But
And it's so easy.
yeah,
Bandages.
toilet paper.
Boom. Toilet paper would not last.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Unless
no,
you're using some like titty tape.
we could also make use of the wings that we have from our wedding.
Ooh, which ones?
The ones that shine.
Oh.
If they let you walk in with batteries.
We didn't wear wigs at our wedding.
Wings.
Oh.
The wigs. Oh, we can make use of the
I'm
wigs.
like, girl, what wigs did I wear at the wedding?
Like,
How drunk did I get?
The wings, the shiny wings.
Yeah, those are
very
great.
like bejeweled vibes or
Yeah.
something.
Love to say I know where those are, but yeah.
Torture Poets vibes.
That's cute.
Yeah, but then if we do go for multiple nights, we have to figure out multiple outfits, which I feel like we have a repertoire of outfits in our house.
Yeah, I'm not concerned. We're pretty crafty. I definitely don't want to like spend crazy money
Yeah, no.
on like some big outfit. That's
No,
why I
I
want it
feel
to be more showing skin.
Less clothes, less money.
Yeah, less clothes, but still proportionized.
What top price songs are you hoping you get?
I'm not doing this again because I always get let down.
I guessed ours. Like, it was crazy.
Oh, like if I was gonna guess which ones it's gonna be, it's obviously gonna be a little bit of me, you know. Like I think she's gonna do like Good Luck Babe, and
That's
oh, is that not Taylor Swift?
Chapel.
Okay. No, I would if I'm saying what I want, right where you left me in the lakes.
Okay. She could. I feel like that could be possible because it's 6 dates.
Right.
Um,
But she's
'cause I
already.
don't get
Has she
when
done
people-
Has she done every song that's possible as a surprise song?
no, she hasn't done. I feel like it would have been cool if yesterday she did Only the Young, because that's like to vote vibes. No, Only
I
the
love
Young.
That is so perfect.
Only the Young, but she didn't do it.
You know what would have
yesterday.
been great when? No, you know what's gonna happen?
What?
She's gonna sing vault songs from Reputa.
In her concert?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "What is this?"
And we're like, it's Reputa.
Oh, we would know.
Well, she's already sent it to us. We're just not allowed to tell anyone. So, yeah. Anyway,
no,
so we
'cause I
fly
don't
back.
get- Wait, because I don't get when Swifties are like annoyed about the surprise songs they get. It's like, girl, eat a dick.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
And you're like,
that's part
there
of the
for the ride.
experience. Yeah.
yeah, like, what are you actually complaining
Do you
about?
think I was pissed when Sabrina Carpenter sang Shania Twain? No. I enjoyed it because I like Shania Twain.
It was cute.
Yeah.
Although she barely knew the words.
Well, nobody knew the words. That's where the lyrics were on the screen.
I knew the words.
Well, you should have stood up there and sang.
Well, she didn't invite me, did she?
Well, remember when Sabrina Carpenter asked everyone to get on their knees and you didn't? You fake fan.
That doesn't make me a fake fan. That
That-
just means I didn't want to get on my knees.
Oh. Well,
I
when
have fucking bunions, bitch.
When Sabrina Carpenter asks you to get on your knees, you get on your knees, Dion.
I have bunions.
I really thought.
No one gave me knee pads. No one told me that was going to happen. I don't get on my knees for just anyone.
Anyways.
I barely get on my knees for you, bitch. That's a lie. Hmm. Well, actually, I'm more of like a lay down flat and then go to town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because your knees do get injured.
Yeah, I have delicate knees.
Yeah.
Delicate leggies. So we fly back to Florida
Yeah.
for Halloween Horror Nights. Which
so we
was
meet our besties
an
that
entire
come.
journey.
Our besties come and join us for Halloween. And it's our first night going to a Halloween haunted horror nights.
Ever. We
Ever.
literally, this is like one of the reasons why we were like going to Florida.
Yeah.
We were waiting for it because every year we're like, oh my god, we're gonna do Florida for Halloween, and it never happens.
And
So-
this time it did, and it did not disappoint, honestly.
And it was nice to not be in Toronto in the cold for Halloween.
Yeah.
But then the gag of it all is this year Toronto was warm for Halloween.
Was it warm?
Yeah, apparently it was like 20 degrees.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, like last year it was warm too, which is like scary and sad because of global warming.
Yeah.
So let's.
Moving on up with that temperature drop.
What?
Yeah, like the equator is just getting closer and closer to ours, and
I don't think that's how it works.
I know that's how it works,
The equator
and you can't tell me no
doesn't
different.
move. The equator is just a line that's in the middle of the planet.
No, baby, the equator is expanding like the center of the Earth and my anus. All of the above.
The equator doesn't expand your anus, yeah, but not the equator. I don't think so.
Well, you either get with it, or it's a yes, chef.
No, chef.
Oh,
But
anyway, so Halloween-
my brother told us to
life hack of it all.
Yeah, like there's a life hack, but we kind of didn't do it the life hack way.
I think the life hack is the reason I'm sick because we had like a 15-hour day at the parks.
Yeah, Danny was like, get like the ticket that is like the day pass for the park, and then you can just stay before the park closes, and you get 2 extra hours to do the houses before everyone else.
Before they let in the people who just bought the Halloween horror ticket.
So I think his recommendation was get the Universal Studios ticket and just stay there. But we went an extra step.
Well,
and
we were
got
with friends who wanted to see both parks.
Yeah, both parks. And we got the park hopper ticket. So we went like at 8 a.m. to Islands of Adventure. Did all the rides there except for
Insane.
Hagrid. Because
Like
that one
there was
like,
barely any lines. We hit some rides twice.
Yeah.
And by the time we got to the other park, we were all fucking exhausted.
It's like 5 p.m. We get to the other park and we're like, okay, let's get food and start the
I
the
roll up to
adventure.
this restaurant. I'm like, girl, I'm ready to eat some shrimp linguine Alfredo. And they go, restaurant's closed. I'm like, fuck. We're going to be eating fast food and I need real sustenance.
Yeah, we ate like little burgers. They weren't bad.
But I needed real food. I was pissed.
Yeah.
So we ate those, delicious for what it was. At the little earthquake place. There's like a little earthquake simulator that goes off and we all thought like the world was ending.
Yeah, we're like, what is going on?
So that was terrible. That was like the first spook of the night. And then we realized that we're not the only gays, theys, and thems that are figuring out the little life hack.
Yeah, a lot of people did as well.
So yeah, the like 4-hour lines for like Insidious and A Quiet Place when the park opens for everyone were still like 2-hour lines.
No, I think it was like an hour.
But well, they said it was gonna be 2 hours, but it
Yeah.
ended up being an hour.
Yeah, it was like an hour for The Quiet Place and then an hour for Insidious.
Which was great considering it was like thousands of people.
Yeah, which one was your favorite from A Quiet Place and Insidious haunted houses?
Definitely Insidious.
I know.
I mean,
too.
you can't go wrong. Like walking into the big red door was just like, wow, I'm in the movie.
Like the way they made all of them, it was like a movie, like being in a movie set.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Because also
They had like in the Quiet Place 2 when he's clawing in the chamber.
Yeah.
They had that scene and I was like, wow. Like I thought it was gonna be like reference to the movie, but not like direct reference.
Yeah.
So when it was so exact, I'm like,
literally
oh,
scene by scene, you're like, oh,
like I see the baby.
And the aliens, like when we went into the Quiet Place, I forgot what the aliens looked like. So when they started coming out, I was like, what the fuck is that? But then
Full life hack for you. I was like, oh, I don't want to be at the back. I'm scared of the back. Like when I was a kid going to haunted houses, like there was this one like green goblin guy and they weren't supposed to touch you, but he grabbed me and it just like traumatized me.
yeah.
But fast forward to this, I end up being in the back. And now that I'm older, the back wasn't scary at all. The back ruined it for me because you all got the scares. And then I was like seeing what happened before it happened to me.
Oh.
So like we leave the first haunted house, A Quiet Place, and the Seb's like, that was so scary. And I'm like, why would, like, is there something, am I dead inside? Because I didn't get scared. I did not get scared at all. Then we hit Insidious. I'm in the back again. And I'm like, okay, I didn't get scared at all. Like these haunted houses are not doing it for me. Then Seb and I go back to Insidious alone, and I go in the front, and bitch, I was pissing my pants.
Yeah, he did piss his pants. I caught a little strays.
It dripped on my buttons. No. I didn't actually pee my pants, but like in theory, if you're in the front, it's just great because you get to like control your scare. You get to wait for the people ahead of you to go further away.
I guess so. You're like, ooh.
Yeah, it's great.
Like for me, I always get scared in all those because I feel like I fall into the Quiet Place. No, like I open myself up to
It being real.
yeah, to like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get scared no matter what mood. So they just go like this and I'm like, ah, but
Right.
like I get scared.
Yeah, like it takes me a lot to
turn
get
it
there.
on.
Because like even when you used to bring me to Disney, I'd always be like looking for how they create the magic
Oh yeah.
as opposed to enjoying it. Seb would be like, oh, Dion, you're ruining the magic. And I'm like, but I like to know like how they do things.
Yeah.
But that ruins it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I feel like I fall really into like fast into the like believe the magic place.
Right. Yeah, no. Like to be fair, I think it was cool also to experience it sober because going to haunted houses in my past, I probably like had a couple drinks. So it was like, yeah, a very different experience.
So you were like hyper aware.
Yes, exactly. Like before when I'm a little tipsy, it's like, you know, you're dulled down.
Mm-hmm.
So things are a little more intense.
It's like blurrier.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were really good. And then this one guy behind us in line was like, "Oh, the Ghostbusters is not even that good. Don't worry." But we did the Ghostbusters.
Oh my god! And like,
it was
never trust a gay flight attendant because he lied.
No, I guess he would because he was trying to get us to do the most with the time we had,
Like the best ones.
but I thought it was really cute. Like it was like again like you're in the movie, and it was so crazy. Like there was this one part where they made the whole place look like a city and it was snowing and I was like, where the fuck are we?
Yeah, I thought that was really like, I believed it more because you could feel like the cold
snow,
and the environment
cold.
shift. And it was more like cutesy. It wasn't scary.
Yeah.
But which one was your favorite haunted house?
Definitely Insidious. And
Okay.
then afterwards probably I'm trying to think. Well, there was a bunch in the middle that we did that was really cute, like really good scary. Yeah, she's attacking your leg.
Latte, you're stuck to my leg, baby.
Babes, literally. Babes, we're trying to do a podcast.
You're stuck. What do you want me to do?
Babes. Babes, don't attack him.
Okay.
Um,
Babes. Latte, no.
She's about to attack Dion. No, yeah, I thought they were all really good. Come here.
See how
Come
she's
here.
so nice to you and to me? She's like, I'm gonna fight.
There was like one that was a vampires. That was really
stressful.
good. The goblins one was really cute. Like
Yeah, I
they all
liked
looked
that
cute.
one.
I was like,
Because
girl,
they
y'all
had,
are
like,
not scary.
A giant goblin. Do you remember
I
him?
know.
He was my favorite because he was like literally 3 stories high.
Oh, there was one haunted house that was like a drive-in, and every room was like a different movie.
That's what I was gonna say. That was my second favorite.
That one was really cool.
It would show you like the movie a room with just a movie poster before you entered, so it was like you're going into the theater.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. Really well thought
It's
out.
just like so cool to see that.
And they
production
with that
of
one they
them
had like a
all.
giant jaws, like a shark mouth.
Yeah, which is like, were those robots or people inside costumes?
No, that was a robot.
That's wild.
But that was kind of fun because there was sometimes we didn't know if it was a person or a robot.
Yeah, and there was like huge people falling like from the roof, and you're like, ah!
Yes, like if I worked there, I would want to be the one girl. She was like I think it was in the Goblin one. No, it was in the Vampire one, the Bloodlines. And she was like attached to a harness. So when she ran out at you, she jumped off her platform. And,
Oh
like,
yeah, that was
swung.
really funny. You're like, ah!
And like she had the best gig because no one else had those high budget gear.
And they must like practice a lot.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like,
Because like before you even come, they go bam, and it's like, how do you know you're not gonna hit me?
yeah, right. Like even Megan in our video, she went like, and she's like, I was like, girl, that wasn't very close.
Yeah,
What
like
if
you
actually
almost
hit
poked out my
us?
fucking eyeball.
But in the haunted houses, they're all like, it's like pre-recorded sounds, and they like keep going on and on and on and on for hours.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they practice a lot. And then also, when do they switch? Or are they there the whole day?
Like Megan?
No, like the haunted houses people. Because what if they need to pee?
So they have like
Replacements.
yeah, like you would see the people walking in the cloaks
Yeah,
with their costumes covered. So they have like doubles.
but they never stop the house, so they just go like,
It's like, okay, my shift's over, and then
like
they
the
switch.
one is behind them, and they're like 3, 2, 1.
I guess, yeah.
Wow.
Or like that room would just be empty for
I
a few
feel like
minutes.
next time we have to get that VIP tour that shows you the behind the scenes.
That was wild. Yeah, we saw that, and we're like, so are these like the 1%ers? Are these like influencers? Are these like how do they get this deal? Is it just people with like who want to spend
you
a
just
lot?
buy it. Yeah, like they have like these little people. The person would be walking with like a light, and then a group of them following them, and it's just like giving them like a behind the scenes tour of everything, like all the rides, all the houses and everything. Because I think for both Universal Studios and Disney, you can pay to have the VIP experience, but I feel like it's a lot of money.
I guess, but I wonder like if you have a group of 12 or a group of 8 and the ticket price is already a lot, does it like pay for itself? Is it like a group fee
per person?
Oh, so it's crazy.
I don't know. I would have to see.
Okay, so it's probably like just for people who want to blow like ridiculous amounts of money. But I wouldn't want to see the behind the scenes because like that's gonna ruin haunted houses for me forever.
True. Well, because like
I'm already like trying to get scared.
true. But the thing is, like these houses are such different productions. I think from everything I've been to.
Right, like every year too, it's different movies.
Yeah. No, like, and I feel like regular haunted houses here in Mexico, or like everywhere we've been to, is like they're more like organic, more just like, wow, they chase you around. But this one was so
creative,
so organized to like, okay, at this second this happens, at this second, like a whole like movie production.
Yeah, like the way that they knew their script.
Yeah, they're like, blah, blah, blah.
So cool.
Wow.
I loved it. And I have to say, another thing I loved in Florida was we were on the bike trails and we saw a family of 6 deer.
Oh yeah, so cute.
And we watched this gorgeous human of a lady.
Gorgeous human of a lady.
She was probably like 50 years old, very, very demure, very calm. And
I love how you still say demure.
and she had
It's dead.
apples. And she was straight up throwing these apples, and the deers would come closer and closer and eat them. And then eventually she got one of the deers to eat the apple out of her hand. And that was like life-changing for me. It was one of the most serene, demure deer moments. It was a deer mure.
Yeah, because we were all like admiring the deer, and then she just starts walking in, I'm like, who is this vision? It was like an angel.
Yeah,
and she
like,
just
really.
has an apple in her hand. And I'm like, is she about to do what I think she's about to do? Oh, it was so cute.
And she was like, yeah, sometimes I come and I shake my apple bag. I shake some pineapples and they come running. And I was like, you're probably like, I don't know, an alien.
Or
Because I've never
like
seen somebody
Snow
do this. Yeah, like giving Disney
White.
princess.
It was very cute.
It was life changing. And I forgot to say, we brought the gays to Animal Kingdom and I got to see my fave otters.
Oh yeah, the otters in Animal Kingdom. You guys can't miss them.
They're adorable. I'm pretty sure Seb and I were otters in another life.
Yeah, because they're always together bickering.
Yeah, like me and you. And they're always wet.
True.
And as I'm like, okay, Seb and them go to Starbs, and I'm like, I'm gonna go back and see the otters again because I'm obsessed. And I go back, and this little girl is crying her eyes out. She has both her knees bloody because she has been so captivated by the otter, she didn't realize she was standing on a platform, and she fell and ate shit. And I, being the demure goddess that I am, I was carrying around some polysporin, and I was like, here you go. And I gave her polysporin. Well, I gave it to her mom, and then her mom was like, yeah, and they used it. And I was like, look at me saving lives.
You really do save lives with that polysporin. It comes in handy.
Always carry a little bit of antibacterial gel, y'all.
Yeah, like you really can't underestimate any. Like just like travel with a little first aid kit.
Yeah, you need a sanitizer,
So
you need
useful.
Band-Aids, you need polysporin, you need some wet wipes for the booty and the face.
Oh yeah,
Hand wet wipes.
We've talked about that before in the bottoming episode.
Maybe like a electrolyte pack.
Yeah,
Something.
But then the next day was Halloween.
My
y'all.
God. And
We were not ready.
no, considering that like days before we left for this trip, we were planning our costume. We thought, oh, this year's gonna be a bust.
Yeah, like the day we got to, like when we were in Orlando, we went to what's it called, Spirit Halloween. Trying to
still
look
didn't know
for
what we were being.
outfits. Yeah, we're like, okay, what are we gonna be? And we
Like-
never do that. We never just walk into Spirit Halloween. We're
No.
not Spirit Halloween girls.
No, like we're not gonna buy
OGs.
a makeshift outfit from Spirit Halloween that's like $70 and looks like it was $10.
Yeah, no. It was more like walking.
We like
in
to
there,
make our outfits. We like to be hands on.
It was more like walking in there for inspiration, like
Mhm.
to see, like, okay, what can we work with?
And then
we succeeded.
we see these little antennae. At first, we saw some green ones, and I was like, "What are regalians?" Don't even know where they came from. We just said it, and then we saw some silver ball moment. Check our Instagram antennae, and we're like, "Oh, we can work with this."
What are you saying? Antennae?
Yeah, the antennae.
Is it an antenna?
Sure,
Antennae?
because there's two. Antenna would be a TV antenna, but there's two, so it's
Antennae? I don't think it's antennae.
And I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Antennae. Well, we got this
So,
beautiful antennae.
We got those, and then we were like, "Oh, I think we have a vision. We're gonna have to hit Amazon."
Oh, right next to those were these beautiful alien
Zappers.
guns that go.
And we were like, "Yeah,
And
this
I
is
was
giving
like,
camp."
Yes. And then we keep walking. We see these tiny little booty shorts, silver, and we're like, okay,
Boom.
I think the outfit is building itself.
And then all we needed was to hit Amazon for the top.
Yeah. So we got the things. Then we hit Amazon.
Oh, the gloves were slay.
We got the gloves from Amazon, the vest from Amazon. And then in Virginia, we got the sunglasses that we found at this store.
It was a thrift store
Thrift
on
store.
Carey Street. And those sunglasses are fucking fabulous. They made the outfit.
I know. Like, the whole outfit just, like,
When it's meant to be, it'll be.
it looked like it was, like, prepackaged.
Yeah.
That's how good it was.
Yeah, and it was hand selected from many different places.
And then we got some body glitter. And we were like, Dion's pinning me. And I'm like, what if you do some lines here? Which added so much.
So much. So May Ron does this like body paint shiny metallic moment, and I knew from my love for drag queens that Bob the drag queen uses the gold one on his eyeshadow, and I was like, oh, it's like hella pigmented, so we need to get that. And it was incredible.
My eye red.
Yeah, what's happening over
I
there?
don't know what's going on. It's really itchy.
Oh, you probably got a latte hair on you.
Oh, she's so cute.
It came in so good. It's like, I have to recommend. It's like one swipe of this product and it goes on great. And we looked hot. We put it on like our abs and everything. It was sexy.
Yeah, like it was just, it all worked out. And then we're like all having little pre-drinks. And I'm like, Danny, my brother, texts me like, he's like, go to this club in Orlando called Southern Nights. It's like the coolest. And we're like, okay, great. We're like, what time should we leave? Like, 'cause it's Halloween. Like, was there a line? And he's like, yeah, I think I would leave around 10 or 9:30.
And it's 10:30.
We're like, Danny, it's 10:30 right now.
Turns out Danny was drunk, and Danny gave us he didn't give us the time machine.
So we're like, okay, get to the Uber. And the Uber is like 30 minutes away.
Which was fine because we ended up like being at the club for a good amount of time. Like,
Yeah, I felt like it was long as hell.
yeah.
And also the Uber was really fun. Like there was really good music and everything. And then our bestie really needed to use the bathroom. And we're like, you got this. You got this.
Oh my God. Yeah, we had a little tiff, a little moment. Our bestie was like, I really need to pee. And we were like, you have to hold it. And they were not holding it. And we were not having it. They weren't willing to hold it because we really couldn't do anything at this point. So after having
there was like really bad traffic.
So we had a little bicker, a little cutesy bicker in the line. Everyone probably thought we were crazy because we were in the line talking about peeing in bottles and stuff.
But it was so cute. Like, because it was like, I was telling Dion, it's like, it's so nice when you can like bicker with your friends and like call each other out and then be like, yeah, but we love each other. Like, it's like
when you have a real friendship and instead
Yeah.
of going behind each other's backs and bitching, you'd be like, hey, I just want to tell you, like, this has upset me. And a real friendship should be able to discuss issues, grow from it, take accountability, and like become stronger.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
And we were like, yeah, like you can call me out when I'm blah blah blah, and you can call, and like we're like hugging in the line, and we're like, we went through like a whole therapy session in the
It was
line.
really cute.
Everyone's like, what's going on with these gays? And we're like, oh yeah, we love you guys.
And then we see
And then
that some
there's like
twink in front of us.
There's this little cowboy in front of us,
And he runs away out of the line. And we're like,
out of the line that looks like it's gonna be like an hour line.
huh.
And I see him running. I'm like, Dion, the cowboy just left, and he's like, I saw. I'm like,
Let me
follow
go
him.
investigate.
Because Dion was the only sober end of the night. I was like, I trust you with whatever you hear.
So I like run after this guy, and he like goes into another line, and then I see this employee, and I'm like, what's that line? And he goes, well, if you have cash and you're 21 plus, which was confusing because I thought everyone had to be 21 plus in America, but I guess they were letting in like 19
No,
plus.
it was like I think it's like 19 plus because they put X's on your fingers, on your hands.
for the event. So I'm like, oh my God. So I run back and I'm like, y'all, Sebb, we got cash. Are we all 21? Let's go. Because like sometimes I forget. I'm like, I'm barely 21, you know, so crazy.
We're like, oh my God.
We get in like 10 minutes.
And like, it was like 5 minutes.
It was like
honestly,
fast
that
pass.
line. Yeah. It was like, wow,
Crazy.
no lines for us today.
And it was crazy because if we didn't do that, we would have missed the performance of performances.
Right.
We freaking saw.
But first, we get to the front. We have our little IDs ready, and I was kind of offended
Because we didn't get ID.
because we didn't get asked for the ID. The guy was like,
Girl,
"Come in."
nice
We're
try.
like, but maybe because we were aliens, so we were like, he's like, "Oh,
Yeah, makes sense.
gay aliens don't need IDs." Come
Right,
in.
okay. I
But
think
yeah,
you're
as soon as we get there,
First of all, this was foreshadowed and manifested because if you watch one of our
one
previous
sec, I'll be back. I'm gonna wash my hand. Keep saying.
because if you watch one of our previous podcast episodes, you'll see that I was Glinda and Sebb was Alphaba from Wicked, which comes out so soon. And I was giving. Like my paint that day, go back and watch the episode. I really served. But do you know who stepped it up and served Glinda more than I ever could have? More than I ever wish I would have, and more than I ever wanted to? The one, Glinda.
My name is Alpha, but not Glinda, you dumb bitch. I was Glinda.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? I was Alphabet. Alphabets soup.
Alpha.
Alphabeticals was great because guess who's on stage? I run to the stage with Sebb only because what's playing? Defying Gravity.
Wicked, defying gravity.
And
we're like,
I go
wait.
like this. Sebb? He goes, what? Sebb's already drunk at this point. Sebb's had like a double tequila. Sebb's feeling himself.
But also, I was swimming all day that day.
Okay, so his eyes were blurry.
My eyes were so
Just kinda like
fucking
he's-
blurry.
has pink
like
eye right now.
Like right now, I got pink eye or something. So I was swimming all day without goggles, and we were playing Marco Polo.
And Sebb kept going throughout the night. Is anyone else's eyes blurry?
Yeah, I was like, is it just me? But my eyes were like, I've never been this blurry. And then like, I think
Oh,
because
baby.
I got drunk before my eyes were unblurry, it just stayed with me the whole night.
Right.
So the whole night I was kind of blind.
That's so. I feel so
And
bad.
Dion goes, Sebb.
I go, Sebb, Is Seb, I think that's Roxy Andrews.
And I'm like, no way, because all I can see is a little green blurb.
Literally fucking king of gaslighting with his 0-0 vision.
And I'm like, one sec, let me see. I pull out my phone and zoom in, do a video.
No.
I'm like, no way.
I'm like,
now that I look back on the video, it's clear that it's Roxy Andrews.
I'm like, I'm a queen when it comes to makeup. Like, girl, I was basically almost cast on Drag Race because I'm so good at makeup. I look and I'm like, no, that is her eye makeup. I remember from All Stars, I was not specifically like loving the way she does her eye shape. And I was like, that's Roxy. And Seb's like, Dion, it's not Roxy. That's like not Roxy at all. So I'm believing Seb because, like, you know, I believe this guy. So I turned to this person beside me and I grabbed their hand. Well, they kind of like, I go like this and they put their hand on mine. I think they thought I was going to like try to kiss them.
You're like, defiant.
And I'm like, is that Roxy Andrews? And they go, and turn around, and I'm like,
but they said no, right?
No,
we asked someone, and they said no.
He was too drunk to say no.
Oh.
I turned back to Seb and I go, that guy thought I was flirting with him. He didn't answer my question. And Seb's like, so was it Roxy? And I'm like, I don't know. They didn't answer my question. And then I'm like,
what?
But that is Roxy. I'm
like,
seeing Roxy Andrews in front of my eyes. And
I'm
Seb's like, Dion, you're stupid.
No, we're like, one sec. We asked another person, and they were like, I don't know, because they were trying to figure it out as well. They were like, is that Roxy or no? Because they were like, I don't know.
Well, like, she was painted green.
Yeah.
Which outfit? Like, it's not like she was in her typical getup.
But then someone did confirm that it was Roxy Andrews, and I was so pissed.
Well, actually, what had happened was the number wrapped up, and they went, give it up for Roxy! And I went, Seb, it was Roxy! And Seb went, how do you know? And I went, they just said Roxy!
I didn't hear that. I was overstimulated. Like, this club was packed to the nines.
It was so good.
Packed to the brim.
I like both.
To the nines.
Baby. And
it was
oh my
packed.
God. Roxy had like a crooked witch broom. It was so slay. And she grabbed it like a wand at one point and went over the whole crowd.
I didn't see that because it was so packed.
The power. Like, I felt her pussy pop.
Like, I don't think I've ever been in a place that packed because usually you can see the queens performing.
Yeah.
But this time I was like so many heads. I'm like, I can only see a little green blurb. Like, I'm like, what's going on?
And I was just disappointed that, well, I mean, you know, she got her gig, she got her money, she left because that was her job. That's what she came to do. I would have liked if after Defying Gravity played, it transitioned into Who's Afraid of Little Old Me.
Yeah, me too.
Because she was giving that energy, and I would have peed everywhere. I would have been just deceased. Then
but honestly,
we meet a friend.
It did not disappoint. 10 out of 10.
No, it did not disappoint. We meet a friend, and after, the friend tells me that is like Roxy's history. Like, Roxy performs at this club very often. So I'm like, oh my God, like, we were on Roxy's stomping ground, and we were going around everyone being like, is that Roxy?
They're like,
no shit. They're like, she's here every Friday.
We're like, no way, it's not Roxy. I was pissed because I wish I knew that was Roxy when she was performing, so I could have been like, Roxy, because I love Roxy.
Yeah, like, it was,
but
the way that you see her perform on RuPaul's Drag Race, and you're like, oh, there's a reason she has never lost a lip sync.
Yeah,
you could see it. Like,
you can see the passion. Yeah, her smile. I was.
She embraced every single note, and I was like, that is talent, mama.
Yeah.
Speaking of talent, the Gaga music video. Did you watch it?
No.
Oh my God!
I haven't seen it.
Well, all I'm gonna say is Gaga is back, and the music video is fierce as fuck.
I'll have to check it out.
You have to. She plays like 5 different characters.
Really?
Like,
I'm glad.
Like, there's like Gagas fighting each other.
Ooh, I'll have to see it.
It's very, very Reputation.
I'm gonna look it up after this.
So good. But did you like the song?
Yeah. I could be a hero. I could be
Doctor. Oh. Girl, hero. Bye. Bye.
I liked the song though. It was good.
Anything else you want to say about the club?
Yeah, I was live, laugh, loving. We went to get drinks.
And that we ran into a porn star?
This drink is, we'll get to that.
I almost forgot to. It's not even on my card. How did I almost forget?
It was like, we're getting to the drinks, and then I spilled this tequila all over me. But I don't even care because I'm living. I'm like, Dion, we have to move to this club tomorrow.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm done with Canada. I want to live in Florida. And I'm like, oh.
But I was just talking about, like, I meant the club. Like, I was like,
I'm like,
I'm going to get my bed in that state.
I'm like, 3 weeks in the parks is enough for me, sis. I'm ready for my So Rude set.
No, it was amazing. And then the drinks were also a really good price, I feel.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, also some motherfucker spilled your drink.
Yeah. It was also I don't
Rude.
know, I think it was after last call, and I'm like,
it was your last. It was your last drink, and you were so sad because you knew you couldn't get another.
yeah, that's why I was like, I'm like, oh, my last call drink. We're walking, this guy goes, "Pah!" And he spills it, and I'm like, and he doesn't even say sorry or anything. I'm like, you spilled my drink, and he's like,
sorry.
I'm like, but before that,
Sorry.
we go to the bathroom.
Yeah, this is like after drink one.
Yeah, like in the early days of
We're
the
trying to
club.
find the bathroom first of all, and when we get to the bathroom, not is it only like not one urinal, no
like a
stall.
sink.
It's a fucking sink. It was the
Like
grossest
a
fucking bathroom I've ever
big
seen.
sink.
Whoever owns that club, change your fucking bathroom because it's disgusting.
No, I think they do have a different bathroom. We love the club.
No, we love the club, but the bathroom was disgusting.
I think they have another bathroom.
I said it with my chest.
But we're in line, and I go, "Oh my god, Dion, that guy's kind of hot."
Seb sees his bicep, and it was massive. And Seb goes, "Who's that daddy?"
And then again, my eyes were a bit blurry, so I couldn't see.
And I'm a face guy. Like, I am a face guy. And, you know, I've dabbled in OnlyFans subscriptions, to be exact, throughout the 5 years I've, you know, been on OnlyFans. I've subscribed to 32 people. I know that from this night. Because I see his face, and I go, oh my God, that is... Do I see who it was? I think I should say who it was.
We'll put that in the Patreon exclusive.
Okay. So, it was... Which I don't think that's their real name.
Well, no,
I think
you
they
were
changed
like-
their name now.
You were like, "Oh, that's this guy.
No,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
his name," and I'm like,
So I'm like, wait, oh my God, that's a famous porn star.
and I'm
I
like,
can't remember his
"No,
name.
It's not with my eyes. Like, I don't think so. Yeah, but also he was checking us out a lot. He was going like this.
So literally while I'm going, yes, Seb, I don't remember his name, but like, I know that's a famous porn star. I know I've like seen him.
And I'm like, I don't think so, because also at this time I was wearing my alien sunglasses, so it was blind times 2. Like,
I don't think so. And I'm like, 100%. Like the fate, because he locked eyes with us and was checking us out. Like once someone locks eyes with you, I feel like you really get their whole face, like
Yeah.
ingrained in your soul. And I have 20/20 vision, so I was like, no, that is the man's that I know I have seen online and been like, oh, he's hot. And
pepperonis.
so like the line keeps moving, and him and his friends start peeing in the sink, and like, you know, blocking each other because the sink is just awful. Like,
Yeah,
it's so
the sink
revealing.
was
Like, there's no way to
very,
hide yourself.
Open for business.
It's very
I was like,
gross.
when it was my turn to pee, I was like, Dion, stand next to me and
So
cover me.
at this point, we're like waiting in the doorway to pee, and he's peeing. But obviously, like, out of respect, I'm not going to stare at people while they're peeing. So I'm looking away, and I can just feel his eyes like burning on us. And he was just so into us.
Well, he was peeing too. Oh my
While he was
God.
peeing, he kept going. And I was like, I could see out of my peripherals. I was like, oh my God, like, we should say hi. But obviously, we were just having our own fun. We didn't say hi.
Well, because at this point I was like, I don't think it's a porn star.
Okay, right. So like, I'm still
Then we
like with the
peed.
Roxy scenario, I have yet to prove to Seb that I'm correct with my 20/20 vision, which you should probably trust more
there was
often.
something in the water that night, honey.
So I take Seb to the bar, and after Seb gets a drink, I'm like, I knew his name started with an A, and I'm like, God damn it, I can't remember his name. I kept thinking like, just not the name. Anyway, and then I'm like, wait, I think you can see people you've subscribed to on OnlyFans like in the past, and I think I've been subscribed to him. Let me check my receipts. One swipe of my receipts. There we go, 2020. There he was. Zoom in on the face. Seb, look. Oh my God!
Oh my God, that was him!
And you start going, to our friend, Seb goes, we just got checked out by porn star royalty.
Yeah. I didn't say that. I was like,
Y'all, like,
we just got checked out by porn star royalty.
and they're like, what? And Seb's like the royal of royalist of porn stars. Like, it doesn't get more famous than him in the porn game.
I didn't go
Yeah,
that
you
far,
did.
honey.
Yeah, you did. And then I go, oh, you've seen his videos too, huh? And you're like, well, shit, yeah.
No, like I have seen his videos pop up on Twitter.
I mean, he's porn royalty.
he is porn royalty.
We didn't see him again
No,
because we probably would have like been like, hey.
No, I feel like we saw him when we came out of the bathroom,
Right.
and he was still like looking our way.
And it's good that your eye wasn't looking like that.
I know. Imagine. He
Girl,
would
you're looking
know.
like alphabet soup.
Ignore the pink guy. It's because I'm allergic to cats. But no, like I
You
was
look
telling
beautiful.
the end, it was like I've met celebrities, I've met singers.
You're
I've
giving
met
Mistress a run for her
actors.
money.
I've met actors, actresses, you name it. but I've never met a porn star in real life.
Yeah, this was Seb's post club Uber ride home monologue. He's like, wow, like
No.
you never or the next day.
The next day, because in the Uber
Yeah.
I was
You're
praying
past
to God not to puke.
You're like, wow, like you never really see porn stars in real life.
Yeah, like I never thought about that, but I guess like,
And I'm trying to think, like, have we never?
no, we've never seen a porn star in real life.
No.
And let alone being checked out by one. I was like,
Right.
Jesus.
So if you, well, apparently you changed your name now, and I think that was just your performance name. But if you would like to follow us on Instagram, we'll follow you back.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you deleted his Instagram.
Do follow back.
Yeah, like, would we like to be followed by porn star royalty? Yes.
We left our little alien probe guns in the Uber because we were like, oh,
They're
I don't
toys.
know. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna let us in with
Yeah,
with
we
them
were
at the
very
club.
concerned. Like, obviously, like, you don't want to be messing around with that shit. And then it said on the caption on their website, like, no toy
guns.
weapons.
Yeah.
So we were like, hi, Mr. Uber. Can we leave these here? This is after finding out he spoke Spanish, and Sebb and him had a lovely convo, and him being like, oh, I'm going to pick you guys up. He was great.
Yeah. And then like he's like, okay, I'm coming. Message me when you're out. And then I messaged him
So
when
cute.
we're out. We're chatting to more people that knew our saw our video.
Icons who we love and didn't make sexual advances. You're the sweetest.
Yeah, queen of their besties. We love y'all.
Yeah, y'all were great. See y'all next time we come
and-
to Florida.
And then yeah, we're waiting for the Uber. I'm like, I don't know if he's ever gonna come here. And then I don't know where this car pulls
so
up,
fucking cute.
and the Uber driver comes out with their little toy guns, and he's like, and we're like, oh my god!
Like the fact that he was like probably waiting all night to do that.
I know, he
So
was so
cute.
cute. And then like I was fine until we got in the Uber. Like I literally sat down in the Uber, and I guess it's like because you know when you're really drunk and then like it starts moving and you're like, oh god.
Yeah, you're like, oh wait, the alcohol's hitting and I need a pizza like
I'm
right the
I'm
fuck.
I'm glad that man tossed my last call drink.
And you're glad that
Dion got me a
okay,
single.
so there was like a kind of hot guy at the bar. Well, Sebb was the one who was like, oh, he has a nice facial structure.
Ooh.
You don't remember? The single. So
Oh,
what happened was Sebb was like, oh, he has a nice facial structure. And then I was like, yeah, I mean, he wasn't like my type, but I was like, yeah, he's cute. Then,
No, I was saying his bone structure was really cute, but
Yes.
like really nice. But
Yes.
I didn't. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
So then Sebb goes, order my drink for me, because like he was taking a while to get to us. And he like politely says to me, oh, like I've got a lot of people to get to. I'll get to you soon. When he gets to us, he goes, single or a double? And I say, single. And Sebb goes, single? And in your head, you were thinking you wanted a double.
Yeah, I was like, this cheap bitch. I want a double.
But you had just said that the doubles were too strong, and literally the bar before you were like, oh, thank God they gave me a single because it's so much
but
better.
That was like, it was a bit as well. It was
Yeah.
like I wanted you to sound like that, but I didn't want a double. I wanted a single.
But were you talking about? But were you meaning to also say like single? Are you trying to tell him you're single?
No.
Okay, because I thought that's what you meant. Because I was like, I thought you were like single. Are you trying to hint to him that you're single and you wanna fuck? And I was like, babe, no, I'm ordering you a single. Like I wasn't trying to do any kind of hint.
It was so.
But we were lost in
funny.
sober drunk translation.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you too. I was like, it's the first time that I'm really fucked up, and you're like very, very sober.
Yeah.
So, but like, it was so funny to see like our interactions.
And it was interesting from my end because I could see like the stages of your drunkenness.
And I'm
Like it was like by the time you were super fucked, it took me a second to be like, oh, he's like really drunk now, because like 20 minutes ago he was kind of drunk, but now he's like full drunk. So it's like it was cool to see like how quick it goes to the next level.
yeah, because I get drunk fast.
And you were drinking hella strong drinks.
I guess so.
But also shout out to that bar because the drinks were so cheap.
the drinks were cheap, and also the DJ.
And the water bottles were like not $10.
I know. And the DJ.
Oh my god.
Was DJing that night.
Do you know what he made us do?
He
Dance.
made us do dancing,
Bitch,
honey. Like
we were living.
I don't know where we hear. I can read your mind.
And we lost our shit. We were
And the
easily
four
the
of
loudest
us.
ones in the club.
The four was like, ah! As if Taylor motherfucking Swift pulled up in the building. That
Yeah.
was us, and we performed it like that.
Oh yeah, like I'm like wall twerking, bitch. I'm going off.
I can do it with a broken heart starts playing. We're like, ah! And then it
As if that's
ends.
not enough. Our vocal cords are damaged beyond belief. What's next?
And the song ends, and immediately I don't.
And
like
Seb's body leaves his soul.
Because that's actually my top.
Soul
my
leaves his
top
body.
2 songs that I would like to hear in a club. Look what you made me do. I can do it with a broken heart.
And we never get fed in Canada.
And we never get fed.
Like, it's always Drake and it's always shit. And when you ask them to play Taylor Swift, they play fucking Shake It Off.
Yeah,
and you're like,
that's the thing I hate. When
fuck
I go
this.
like, oh, can you play Taylor Swift? And they play Shake It Off. I'm like, girl, like, she has so many good like club bops.
Yeah,
Experiment a little.
At the very fucking least, educate yourself on Cruel Summer.
Yeah.
At the very fucking least.
So we got surprised by those, but that was not all. Because then after that, Chapel Brown comes up. And I'm like, with my little drink, H-O-T-T-L-G-O. And then after that, Taste by Sabrina Carpenter. I'm like, girl. So I think it was just a lot of emotions.
It was so good. And I was waiting for Taste all night, but then when Taste came on, I was having a heart-to-heart with this lovely
and I'm like,
friend I made.
Damn it, Taste.
And I'm like, completely just like, what sign are you? Missing the whole song.
It's just like, I don't know what that is.
She's like, oh, you're one of those fags. Okay. I'm a Scorpio. But that was fun.
Yeah. And then I keep remembering things that happened. We're ordering a drink. Talk about not feeling entitled to other people's bodies.
Oh, God.
We're ordering a drink, and this guy just starts talking to us, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Starts asking our ages, blah, blah, blah. Leans in.
No, he's like, oh, who are you? Like, I'm like, oh, this is my husband.
And he's like, my husband's at home. He's 55. We're like, cool. We didn't ask.
Oh, yeah, he said that, and we're like, okay.
Well, yeah,
and
we're just like, yeah,
we're
fun,
like,
fun,
okay,
fresh, cute.
blah, blah. And he just turns around and goes to lick Dion's chest.
No. He went like this to suck my nipple.
Oh.
He was one half of an inch away from sucking my nipple. Yeah, I pushed him away. You were like, that's my husband. What are you doing?
I go like, that's my husband.
And he grabs, I almost fought him because this was disgusting. He grabs Seb's neck super fucking hard and goes, you're aggressive. Oh, you're aggressive. And I'm like, you're the one fucking squeezing his neck right now. So Seb's like about to go off. So I'm like, no. I pull Seb away from the situation. And I turn to Seb and I'm like, did he hurt you? And Seb's like, no. I'm like, are you sure? Did he hurt you? And Seb's like, no. I'm like, okay, I won't fight this guy.
I was like, was I aggressive or not? But
you literally just said, like, don't fucking suck his nipple unconsensually. And I'm like, thank you, Seb, for stepping up for me because it was so disturbing. The club is fucking ending, and it gets like to the point where like, oh, the G is hitting the gays or something, because everyone is shoving us like crazy to like the exit of this club. And while they're shoving me, I say the G is hitting the gays because 2 guys in a row cup me. They cut me.
Bulgy.
They just full grab, and I go, don't fucking touch me. And after saying that, the one gay guy has the fucking audacity to try to kick me.
Where?
To try and kick my leg, to kick me away after I said, don't fucking touch my dick.
Where was I? Because
you were being shoved ahead of me. Like you got shoved 3 people ahead.
Yeah, because he got kind of wild.
He got crazy.
Trying to get out. Everyone's like, ah.
And I was like literally, I yelled in his face so fucking loud. I was so fucked up. Ugh, I just hate people. Like, gross.
Yeah, it's like, don't touch other people's bodies without consent.
It's disgusting. Like literally, I don't know who some people think they fucking are. Obviously, like, we don't need to get into it anymore, but yeah, not appropriate.
But then we get rescued by our Uber. It was amazing. And then in the Uber, I'm like praying to God, to Taylor Swift and everyone above, that I don't puke right now. I'm like, I really like this Uber driver. I don't want to ruin a relationship. I'm just focusing on not moving, staying still, barely breathing, and I will make it through to the home. And Dion thinks that I got roofied or something. And he's like, Seb.
Yeah, Seb went out so fast.
Seb, are you good? Seb. And I'm like, squeezing his hand. I'm like, girl.
And then I'm like, okay, he's alive. Girl. And then the Uber driver goes, oh, is the same music that we're playing on the same way good? And like, we weren't really thinking. So we're like, yeah. He starts playing rave music so loud. And I'm like, okay, Dion, how do you say it in Spanish? Because my friends in the back are like, can you please ask him to turn it down? Like, we're all so not ready for this loud ass rave music right now. And I'm like, disculpe, ¿puedes cambiar el música a algo diferente?
Wow, that was really good.
And he's like, and I forgot how to say algo. So after that, I was like, something different. And he's like, yeah. And he passes me the phone and I start playing Taylor Swift.
But still, it was really fucking loud.
Yeah. And I was like, menos música, por favor, like the volume, and he turned it down. But then like halfway through the Taylor Swift song, it magically went up again.
It was really loud, like
so loud.
I was like, girl, what is going on?
And I had 18
like,
decibel.
My daddy, I love him. I'm like, get me home.
I'm in my fucking minus 18 decibel earplugs, and it's still so loud. And I'm like, these gays must be dying because for me it's loud. And I didn't have it in me to ask him to turn it down again, so we just suffered the rest of the ride. And then Queen in the back starts singing, so I'm like, I'm just gonna start singing too, because at this point it's either sing or fucking jump out the door.
And I was trying to jump out the door. I literally was like this. I opened my eyes and I was like, is there a way to like turn the window down? I'm like, no. Shit, bitch.
And on that night, ring, 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 ring. Someone's calling the Fairy Root Mothers.
What? Hello? Oh. We have an incoming call. Hello?
Hi, Fairy Root Mothers.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. How about you, Queen?
Good. Now, if you don't know, we ask you guys to send us some anonymous Fairy Root Mothers things. You can send it over on Patreon through DMs, Instagram, whatever you like.
Advice, anything you need in life, we're here for you.
Our friends don't like each other. What do I do? So these two people are dating, and their friends do not get along. So whenever they're at family, friend gatherings, it's a bit ako-tako.
So it's a couple, and someone's friend and the other person's friends don't like each other.
Yeah, like I think they mean like fully, like their group of friends and their group of friends don't click.
Oh.
So what's the tea?
That's
Very
interesting.
Rude Mothers.
Because like the ideal would be like that everyone gets along.
Yeah, right? Or like, I guess you have to do like, we're all adults here, deal with it.
Yeah, like it's like if you're
like, we're not gonna have separate parties.
Yeah, like if you're gonna throw like a birthday party, you're not gonna throw two birthday parties just because they don't like each other.
So maybe just like click.
Yeah, like own it.
Like you do
like
your click, you do your click.
Yeah. If it's like a party or like a Christmas, like something big, merge them and they're gonna have to deal for one night. But if they don't like each other, then just like try to keep it separate.
And another thing I'd say is we've had friends who we introduced to each other, and maybe at first they weren't each other's tea, and then a beautiful thing happens over time where they become really close.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Don't
people
give
can surprise
up. Like try to like make it like have a bonding experience. Maybe like a concert, a trip, something that's like that brings lots of positive emotions, and then invite them both, and you're like, see, we can all be friends.
Yeah, or like bring up a personal experience. Like something that other people can bring up their personal experience, and that might find common ground.
Absolutely.
And then in the end of the day, don't force shit. Like if people don't like each other, it's not your problem.
Yeah, not everyone has to like everyone.
Here.
By the time this episode is up, we will have our first women president.
Yes, Kamala is taking the win tomorrow.
Tomorrow, y'all. I'm so excited.
Remember, a vote for Trump is a vote against human rights. And I just want to discuss that you can't have it both ways.
No, you can't.
Breaking down and reducing hard, important conversations to it's a political opinion disregards our democracy, disregards oppressed groups, and disregards civilized society.
Yes, exactly. Like, I hate when people are like, it's just my opinion, I just support Trump. But it's like they're ignoring how he's racist, how he's misogynist, how he's a sexual abuser multiple times.
A criminal.
Found guilty of.
Criminal guilt.
He's homophobic. Like the list goes on. And then they're like, let's not talk about politics. Let's just not. It's going to get ugly. It gets ugly because you're an ugly person on the inside and on the outside.
You're not willing to talk about real things that affect people you love. If you are that shitty of a person that you can't recognize that at this point, a vote for Trump is like just directly shitting on human rights. It's just, we've had 8 years of this bullshit,
I feel like
and we are not going back.
It's a matter of IQ as well. Like some people just don't have really high IQs and they don't realize. Especially there's a lot of people that don't even live in the US that are like very pro-Trump. And I'm like, girl, because if you're in the US, at least you're like, okay, you're pro-Trump, you can vote. It's stupid and it's ignorant and it's racist, misogynist and everything. But there's like you can vote.
It's your right to vote.
But if
at the end of the
you're
day.
outside of the US and you're supporting this shit person, it's like, oh, you're just a shit individual. That's stupid as hell.
And you want to, if you're bringing up that you would vote for Trump, you clearly just want to get a rise out of people.
Yeah.
You're so sad with your own life. You're so haven't done the work on yourself to be a better person that you want to actively hurt others around you by telling them that you are not there for their rights.
And it's also giving very pick me.
Yeah.
It's giving me very like, oh, I promise Elon Musk pick me. I will suck your dick because you're a billionaire.
Like, I promise it doesn't make you a man.
No.
To vote for
Play
Trump.
the smallest
In
man
fact,
who ever lived.
If you're a misogynist, you were the smallest man.
Yeah. Oh, like honestly, I don't get how any man can support Trump because like all
It's
men
so disturbing.
come from women.
Yeah.
If
Like,
you're a straight
have
man,
a little bit of gratitude.
yeah, if you're a straight man, you're getting married to a woman as well. So that's saying you don't respect your wife, you don't respect your mom, you don't respect sisters, daughters, cousins, friends, any woman.
And like you said, if you're not in the States, you think like, oh, I can say I would vote for Trump because it doesn't affect me. But like Trump will lose tomorrow. Trump will lose. That's what I'm going to say first of all. But with Trump's ideology, if he was to step into office, he would, these ideologies, the system he would break down and destroy of our democracy, the safety of human rights, that would not just be in the States.
No.
It would trickle into every other place in the world.
And it
would cause chaos around the globe because it's not like last time he ran.
No.
He wants to do things this time that are so despicable that it would change our very way of life as we know it.
And these stupid men go.
And everyone behind him, Elon Musk and everyone.
These stupid men go, but the economy, bro, the economy's going to get so much better. Girl, the economy right now is not even as bad as how it was when Trump was in power.
Yeah, and the economy is like, it's like using these umbrella terms like economy and politics just to cover and excuse your bullshit.
Like, I beg you to actually do your research, honey, because it makes no sense at all. And also the ideologies that Trump stands for are already very present, like the misogyny and everything. And it just proves like you saying that you support Trump is like saying you don't care about that.
Exactly. And like if we move forward to a more equal world, a world with equal opportunity for everyone, and I mean beyond the States, to help people who are starving, et cetera, it's only going to better the economy. Mm-hmm. Because if we connect more as humans, we all get better in life. But what Trump wants to do is create division based on the fact that he knows people have hatred in their heart. He's playing on that hatred, on that ignorance. And you're being played like a puppet if you believe that
They're
shit.
little puppets, honestly. But what can you expect from someone like these men?
But I would just challenge people to really have some empathy, educate yourself, and just think for once, if you are supporting ideologies that are so despicable and so hateful against other people in this world, just think for once about someone other than yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you start to do that, your life's going to get better. You're going to grow as a person, and you're going to open your mind to happiness, because you cannot be happy if all you're doing is focusing on such hate. Period.
And honestly, I have a little list of the people that I know that have said things that they support about Trump. And I will never forget, honey.
Exactly.
And Karma will never forget as well.
If you disrespect
ever lived.
the rights of so many people, you don't deserve the respect from us.
Exactly.
And that's how it goes.
Things got rude, y'all.
Yeah, they did. They did. I feel like I have TV shows to touch on, but I don't know if we
will
have time.
touch next week, because this one got so rude so fast, and I did want to talk about Olive Garden, but we'll talk about next week.
Okay,
because I love.
We always have room for Olive Garden. I just want to say a huge shout out to our lovelies over on Patreon. Shout out to our demonetized besties. You are demonetized.
Good. Shout out to the
Rainbow
Cloud besties.
in all
Love
your beautiful
you.
colors, shining, glowing, beautiful, bright.
And shout out to the Sebastian collectors. Love you, Manny. You're an iconic
Love
human
you.
being.
If you want Polaroids sent to you every month signed by us and other goodies, check out our Patreon. All the tiers are there. We really do appreciate our Patrons and the support you give us in this podcast. And like we said, leave some advice and we might answer your advice question next week.
Love you, besties. The Galians are out.
Drop 5 stars. Bye-bye.
I'm a homie being sus, breaked up. Does he know I noticed? Does he want some? Call my homie being sus, don't get caught. Tell his girl we're just chilling while I taste him. Call my homie